Pasta dough. I've been making this dough for a lot of years. How old are you? So almost as, wow. I've just been making it a long time. And this is a really good recipe. It's good. Do you guys like pasta? It is so satisfying to make your own pasta from scratch. And it's a fun thing to do on a date. You make the dough, you can set that up, and then put on some Italian music and drink the red wine, and it's really fun. So you make the dough, let it rest, you know, make your sauce while the dough's resting, get this, all the fun toys, and yeah, it's fun. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make the dough. This is, let's go through the ingredients first. So 10 ounces of all-purpose flour, 10 ounces of semolina flour. It's just a different kind of wheat flour. Okay, salt. Those are our dry ingredients. Okay, wet ingredients. We have water, olive oil, milk, yolks, a whole egg. Okay, and that's it. So it's really easy. The recipe. There's no preservatives in here, no extra food coloring or anything. But it's a great fresh pasta dough for ravioli, for long noodles. Not so great for like penne if you're trying to go do an advanced noodle. But let me show you how to make it. You first, when my nana used to make this, she would just make it on the table. She would get all the ingredients, and she had a special board that she got passed down from generation to generation. And you'd make the pasta on and it had all the shapes on there, and you cut it. It's kind of an Italian thing. But I want you to make it in a bowl because it will be less messy the first couple times you can do it. After a while, you can do it at home on the table. So what you do, step one is to take your dry ingredients that are measured accurately. Put in a bowl. Okay, salt. All your dry ingredients, salt. It's on the recipe. 2 teaspoons. Then you take this thing and you whisk your ingredients so they're combined. Okay. Then there's your dry ingredients. Then you take your wet ingredients, your yolks. So if you're not making this pasta for your event, you still may want to have the recipe for this. Be pretty good. Olive oil. Milk. Whole egg. No. And water. What? Did I miss something? Okay, then whisk that together till it's homogeneous. Don't do that. Till it's homogeneous. Once it's homogeneous, now you've broken it down to wet and dry. Now you're here. Now we're all going to give you temporary Italian badges. If you're not Italian, can everybody go like this? Now go like this and say, hey. Now you're all temporary Italians for a couple hours. What you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to make a well in the pasta. That's why Italians do that. I don't know why they do that, but that's why I think they do that. Okay, so now you have a hole in the dry ingredients. You're going to pour all the wet ingredients in the hole, the well. Ta-da! Now we're going to bring it together. 3 steps. 1, you can use a whisk and just create like a circular motion in here, and you're going to lap up the flour that's on the side and incorporate it in the middle. This is why we do it in bowl. We have a flood. But you're just going to see how it's lapping up the flour off the side. We're eroding the beach there in a way. We're incorporating that in there. Just turning it around. So uncomfortable. Okay, so you're going to do this until the mixture gets so thick that the whisk becomes useless. See how thick it's getting? Like pancake batter. So right about here, you're going to stop before it gets too thick. Because if it gets so thick that you can't take it off, then it's too far. So tap off the excess from your whisk. And now you're going to switch to your other whisk. Okay? And you're going to throw the dry flour over the top. And just now you're going to make like this crummy mixture. Just keep throwing the dry over the wet. It's not really a fancy technique, you're just trying to incorporate. So that's step 2, is to incorporate the ingredients. Once you have them pretty much incorporated, then you can move to your work surface, which is your table, and just dump it out onto the table like this. Nice. Okay. Then you have dough fingers. As tempting as that is. You got to take the dough off, put everything in the mixture, and then you're just going to start to incorporate everything together. Okay. You want to make a dough ball. So there you go. So now we have the dough ball. But wait, there's more. Now we're going to knead this. I feel the need. The need to knead. Let's Top Gun on it for a second. Bad joke. Really bad. Okay, so the purpose of kneading is to develop the gluten. Gluten is a protein that's in wheat that develops. You need to develop the gluten. So there's gliadin and glutenine, which are two other proteins that when you start to work those with moisture under the right conditions, you develop gluten. Gluten is what provides the elasticity in bread. We're going to stretch this pasta dough out really, really far. I'm going to show you in a minute. Really far. The reason why we can do that is because we've developed the gluten properly. Okay? So what you need to do is we use the blades of our hand and we push on the dough in the middle and we stretch it. See how that, see? A stretch? You push and stretch it, then you pull it back. And then you turn it, push, stretch it, and pull it back. It's that stretching that's developing the gluten. Okay, and you're going to do this for 7 minutes. Okay?
Did you pick 7 because...
I like that number. No, it's about the right amount of time to develop the gluten.
Okay.
Just based on experience.
Gotcha.